couple of good days of practice. Obviously, most of this has all been walkthrough today or the last couple of days, and so we're excited about getting back out on the field and having an opportunity to compete. So,
anything you can share officially? Will Andy Dalton start? Will anyone be ruled out?
yeah, there's several guys that'll be ruled out: Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry, Andrews Pete, Adam Troutman. Those guys are all Lattimore. Those guys will all be ruled out.
Quarterback, can you say?
Yeah, I think we'll just wait till game time.
When you say you're in walkthrough situations and doing mental reps, how much more difficult, or is it more difficult, to correct what you want to correct on defense because you can't get that line?
Yeah, well, certainly we believe in practice and getting full speed reps. I mean, that's the way the game's played. So, but that's the nature of the business when you play a Thursday night game. It's tough for guys to get themselves ready to play on a short turnaround like that. So, the biggest thing is just mentally, being prepared and understanding the things that we have to, improve on. So that's where we were at this week.
Yeah, you guys got a long day back in practice this week. Just kind of a big picture going through since he's been here. What are some of the things that you like about him and he's done well?
Yeah, look, he's highly competitive. He's smart. He's going to get up and challenge and compete. I think he's got 19 defensive snaps on the season. He's a guy that we've been real excited about. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to have him healthy. So I'm excited for him to, get back out there and get an opportunity to, compete, whether it be defensively or on special teams.
Coach, can you talk about just not like Arizona specifically, but traveling as a team, maybe Thursday night specifically, but just like kind of what goes into the mental preparation when you're traveling in general?
Well, look, I mean, it's not too dissimilar to playing a home game. I think you eliminate a lot of distractions, because you're traveling as a team together and you're in a hotel room, and typically you don't have a lot of family members and things like that. We don't have to deal with, most of us anyway, including myself, don't have to worry about 15 or 20 tickets and that type of stuff. So it's really just focusing on the football, and I enjoy that part of the game.
Particularly tonight or this afternoon, what is kind of y'all's game plan as far as once you get there?
Yeah, we'll have some meetings this evening, then some more meetings tomorrow morning, and then we'll get on buses and head to the stadium and get ready to play.
Yeah, it seemed like you guys cleaned up some of the offensive mental errors, fumbles, penalties, and that. When you are trying to clean that stuff up, just as the head coach, like, what is the process of that? I'm sure it's beyond just saying, like, don't do this. Like, how do you?
Well, look, yeah, I mean, you got to put them through those situations, and we keep trying to put them through those situations. We show them video, we work on it in practice. There's no magical formula other than making sure that we're locked in and focused when we're taking those reps in practice, and that's how you get better at it. Because, look, typically, penalties typically occur from, sometimes a lack of focus, and sometimes they occur from, poor technique. Those are generally the two reasons why those things happen, and so, those are the things we focus on trying to work on.
So it's kind of like if these things go sideways, like now you got to suffer through these meetings that maybe you wouldn't have to do if that stuff was on point. Is that kind of the idea behind it?
Well, you're still going to go through the meetings. It's just the point of emphasis in those meetings, may change. And so, look, it's really about, all the guys just being locked in to what they need to do and what those challenges are. It's no different than just, understanding what the normal, game plan is. What's your area of focus, and you generally get the things that you focus on.
Is it kind of the same deal right now with the tackling too? Miss some tackles, same process kind of?
Yeah, and look, we just got to understand that, tackling's about, want to, willingness, effort, look, sometimes games in space and you're going to get some really good players. So angles are important, and getting 11 guys running the ball, that's important. There's a lot of things that go into that, but certainly that's an area that we look to be better at.
When that gets a little sideways, like what usually causes that?
Well, most of the tackles that we've missed have been space tackles, and so just really understanding, what our leverage is, where our help is, and then there's a lot of times where, when I'm the only guy, it's really just about, making sure I'm putting my chest on them and getting them wrapped up and getting them down to the ground.
Coach, in terms of speed and scrambling ability, is Kyler Murray one of the best you've ever coached against?
Yeah, he's extremely athletic at the quarterback position, and there's a lot of times you watch the tape and you feel like guys have him, and next thing you know, he's running around throwing touchdown passes. So that's one of the elements that's going to be difficult for us to deal with.
And then after this Thursday night game, do you think this little mini buys kind of coming at a good time for this team?
Yeah, look, let's just focus on the Thursday night game, and then we'll kind of worry about everything after that once we do that.
Dennis, when you were talking about Kyler Murray, is there, I guess, still concern at this point about your pass rush and how the defensive line is playing up to this point right now, just because of the challenge that you're going to be facing?
Well, I think the issue with the pass rush is about the quarterback, and about his scrambling ability. And I feel like the rush has been, pretty effective over the last several weeks. I don't think we started out the season as quickly as we would have liked to, but yet I think the rush over the last few weeks has been vastly improved.
When it comes to getting the quarterback to the ground when you get there, how do you kind of work on, is that a contained thing? Is that something you have to work on throughout the week?
Yeah, again, it gets back to the same thing we were talking about with space tackling. It's taking the proper angles and being able to wrap the quarterback up and get him on the ground, keeping on our feet, those types of things. There's really kind of a lot that goes into it. And look, there's times when you're in an ability mismatch, and that's where, the other 10 guys on the field have to be there to back you up.
Dennis, how much does this offense just change with DeAndre Dak?
I don't think the scheme changes a ton. Maybe the things that they do with him, how they try to utilize him. Obviously, there's some one-on-one matchup things that they try to utilize to get him the ball. I think he's a extremely talented receiver, athletic, great catch radius, really good hands, runs precise routes, and so I just think he's another weapon that has the ability to make plays for them.